Hey Virgo, this is going to be your general read for the last week of April 2020. This read's going to begin for you starting on 26th of Sunday, going all the way to and through Thursday the 30th, last week of April. I am so sorry I could not get to you throughout the whole month. As you all know, it's been a real crazy month. It's been a real crazy time for everybody. Um, but I'm finally going to get to it, at least for the end of the month, and then starting next month, we're going to go ahead and start, really getting into these tarot card readings a little bit, frequently. So I already got your tarot card reading laid out, and this is just going to be a general read, okay? So this is going to be a general read for all Virgos out there. So some of it might apply to some of you, and some of it might not apply to any of you. There's plenty of other tarot card readers online, so by all means, go ahead and pick one of those out. Pick a couple of them out. You never know which ones are going to hit. All right, Virgo, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. Crowning your reading, I have the Devil, and in your family line, I have the Queen of Wands, crowning the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So Virgo, right now what I'm getting is actually for the whole entire month of April, going in through the rest of the month, which is, like I said, the 26th to the 30th. With this Devil, I'm getting that you're dealing with a lot of vices, a lot of sexual vices, a lot of drug vices, and a lot of alcoholism. Okay, with this Queen of Wands and this Five of Pentacles, I'm getting within the family line. Uh, motherly figures, really kind of just being really worried about you, and you just kind of like not caring at all. You really need to kind of shift into caring all over again. Because to be quite honest with you, Virgo, this is not a character trait of you at all. But for whatever reason or another, this is what's going on. Um, I'm getting over here with the Five of Pentacles in reverse. This may have been going on within the past 5 weeks to even going back to the last 5 months. So this has been going on for a while, giving into all these vices with the Devil over here. And the Devil is upright crowning the whole entire reading. So I don't see like this is anything having to do with you that you're not indulging enough. You're actually overindulging to the point to where it's actually conflicting with the family. Okay, so try to fix that a little bit. Calm down a little bit on whatever it is that you're doing. In your social line, I'm getting the King of Swords in reverse, crowning the Seven of Wands in reverse. I'm getting here, going back over here to the family line. You've become very stubborn. You've become very stubborn. You've become very closed off. This is not good, Virgo. This is not who you are. I don't know what's going on with you, Virgo, but you really, really need to reach out to some friends or to some family. I don't know if it's this whole quarantine thing that's doing it to you. Actually, now thinking about it, that could possibly be it. Because this is so not your style to be like this. Your style is to be, the overachiever and making sure that everybody is pleased. You like to make sure that everybody has all their needs taken care of. You're all about satisfaction. You reach you go over bounds for satisfactory. And with this whole thing that's going on, with CV19, I can see how this is putting a stumbling block for you. Maybe this has got you down a bit, and maybe it's just leaving you down to your own wits, and you don't know what to do, and so now you're overindulging in other things that just normally are not your style. I'm sorry this is happening to you, Virgo, but you really, really got to try to get away from all this that's going on with the overindulgence, with the drugs, with the alcohol, cutting people off, sticking to yourself. Even though you have to quarantine yourself, don't let it take you to this whole other level, okay, Virgo? With the Six of Wands in reverse and Death in reverse, this is going into your work line. So because of all this that's going on, it's also affecting like your what's the word I'm looking for? It's starting to affect your productivity. I'm getting some of you Virgos that are very artistic, that are very much into creating music. A lot of you that are into projects. So I'm seeing some Virgos that are into like, I don't know what it is, building homes. I'm getting some Virgos out there that are into building homes or remodeling homes or apartments or offices. This has also kind of put a halt on things, leaving you to your vices. Be careful, Virgo. things will start to change, you know. And but here's the thing, as things begin to start to change soon, and you know, business starts to rise up again, think about it this way, Virgo. If you give into all these vices, your immune system's going to go down a bit. You know, your body's going to get a little bit too much into the sloth, you know, kind of energy that you got going on, and overindulgence. And then all of a sudden one day you're going to have to like be called in to go, you know, back to your old life and the way things were, and you're going to be sluggish. That's how I'm getting here with this Nine of Wands. You know, usually, I mean, I'm sorry, the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is usually, you know, you really can't sleep or anything, but with this, with it in reverse and the devil looking out on it, it's kind of like you're doing it to yourself. This is not so much because of all the stress of, you know, not having anything else. This is stress coming at you because of everything that you've piled on top of it with all the vices. Okay, try not to give into these vices, Virgo. All right. With this Four of Swords crowning the Eight of Pentacles in your love line, oddly enough, within your love line, your spirituality has a lot to do with it. I'm seeing some of you Virgos that are also very spiritual. A lot of this stuff over here has actually kind of, you know, put a halt on pretty much everything that makes you who you are, Virgo. As a Virgo, whatever it is that you're doing in these, you know, overindulgence of vices, alcoholism, you know, drug usage, it's really taken a toll on you all over the place. Even your spirituality. Got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse here. It's like, see, I want to show you this. I want to see if I can. So you see this right here, Virgo? You see the stained glass right here? It's kind of like the mother, right? The Virgin Mother. But then you have right here these pentacles, but are more like pentagrams. I know this card is in reverse, but it's kind of like upright, you know, and standing over it's kind of like, but you're sleeping on things, you know, you're kind of just sleeping on it. And this has gotten pretty heavy for you within the past 3 months. You're going on the 4th month of this. So technically this started a little bit far way back before the whole CV-19 actually hit hard. What exactly made you start going into this phase? I can't really say right now. Then again, it's just a general read, so we're not going to go too deep into it. But for what it is for right now, I mean, knowing all that in the past ain't going to really help us right now. What we need to do is get you out of this little rut that you got yourself in. You know, yes, CV-910 got you into this little rut, maybe, you know, put a halt on work, you know, and the financial stability. But then giving into all this other stuff that you threw on top of yourself, it just can't be. We got to get you out of this rut somehow. The only person that can do it is actually you, Virgo. If you want it, you got to be about it, okay? Plain and simple, be about it. You've been about doing all this, now it's time to flip that. You see this death card right here? It's in reverse. You need to flip it this way. The end of old things and the beginning of new things. Because new things are going to start happening pretty soon, okay? Over here, your overall health energy, how all of this affects you. I have the Hierophant upright, and I have the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, here's the interesting thing. So the Four of Swords with the Virgin Mother over here in the stained glass, crossing over here into the Hierophant. Okay, that's kind of like, you know, papacy right there, the way I see it right here. It's the spiritual. So your spiritual and your health go hand in hand for you, Virgo. And again, you got the devil right here. Look at this. Crowning your reading is the devil, but then you got the Hierophant over here. So all of this is like really like, you're kind of like, I'm getting, for those of you that are familiar with Bible stories, especially the book of Job, I kind of feel like you're Job, but you put yourself in that situation, and the spiritual is kind of just like casting lots for you, trying to figure out, hey, I bet you anything that he or she is not going to get themselves out of this. So I bet you, well, that they will. Where in the book of Job, it's a little opposite of that. But like in this sense, you kind of put yourself there. You need to get yourself out of here with this Five of Swords. You know, it's either going to be one way or the other. You know, are you going to be on this side of the five, or are you going to be, you know, on that side of the five? Is it going to be this way, or is it going to be that way? You know, are you going to fight for it? It's the swords. This is air energy. Okay? Virgo, I feel for you. I really do. But you kind of got yourself into this. You let yourself slip. You let things get to you. Be about it, Virgo. You can do this. You can get yourself out of here. With this whole situation, especially with this death card right here. It came up in reverse originally, but try to get it to go like this. You can transform. You can get things done. Speaking of death, I got my little Santissima Muerte statue right here too. Just notice, everything's working out here. So do it to it, Virgo. Okay. That's all I got for you, Virgo. We're gonna go ahead and start getting really clear with your general reading starting next month. I'm gonna try to do 2 general readings starting next month on through the rest of the year. So we'll see how things turn up for you next month, Virgo. Okay, stay tuned for that, and we'll see what we can help you with. Okay, if you want to go ahead and bless me with a donation of your own into my direction, the link is going to be in the description box. And if you want to go ahead and schedule a private read for me, see what else we can get done with this, by all means, go ahead. And I will talk to you very, very soon, Virgo. God bless you.